I loved reading as a kid, but for some reason, when I start adulting, it always seems like there are better things I should be doing. Now that I found love with reading again, I can't express enough how important reading has been in my life. Growing up, I never really had a friend circle, and it's always been hard for me to fit in. Even with friends, they come and go. Everything seems temporary. Reading somehow made me feel seen and recognized when I immerse in a completely different world and resonate with a character. After I started reading more and carrying books with me at all times, I checked my phone less frequently. Instead of gaining bits and pieces of information online, I focus on one task only and for a longer period of time. It definitely made me more self-aware. We all underestimate the power of reading fiction books. We can learn so much, and for me, the biggest thing is creativity. I always feel like there's a camera rolling in the back of my mind when characters go on with their lives. Just like a lot of talented people seek books to find inspirations, through reading, it inspires me to take on new hobbies and new adventures. It always reminds me to never stop dreaming.
Okay, let's talk about reading. This year I've started doing something different, which is doing reading journals. Like, something about it, it's just so therapeutic. I know there are like so many videos online teaching how to do like aesthetic reading journals, but you don't have to do that.
I use whatever I have, a notebook and some washi tapes. I squeeze them into my weekly journal because I feel like getting a separate one would be too much of a commitment.
And I just made like these pages. This is for March, and this is for April. I just made like little doodles, and then I have like stickers to put it on them. I also started doing like reading spreads. I love coloring, and so far I've read like 26 books, I think, and there's still some I need to like fill in, but it's just so therapeutic and I've just been loving it. It's just like the little things that makes reading experience more fun.
Reading changed my outlook on life. Being away from my family means most of the time I have to figure out things on my own, and books have taught me to heal, forgive, and love. Whenever I don't have an answer, reading guides me through the darkest time. Personally, I don't DNF a lot of books because I know what kind of books I would enjoy before choosing them. But if you want to read more, I think one important mindset is that reading is not about finishing a book. It's also not about how many books you read in a week or in a year. It shouldn't be a competition, and it doesn't make you special if you read like 100 books a year. With this mindset, I actually enjoy reading a lot more. And because I enjoy the process, I read more books as a result. I also like reading before bedtime. I keep 1 or 2 books in my bedroom to remind myself to read. I find it the perfect time to get in the zone. It helps me to wind down and clear my mind before going to bed. I try my best to keep my phone and laptop away so I don't get distracted. A good playlist also helps to set the mood, especially when I read fantasy books. I was listening to Dark Academia playlist on Apple Music.